The next Bitcoin halving, to have and to hold. Good evening, everybody. My name is Michael or Kubera, and we just did a video on Chase Bank, its giant scandal, and how even though I had $700 in my bank account, it's not really mine, it's the bank's. I don't have any control over that. While if you have Bitcoin, you do have control. You can send it, it's trustless. Once the other address gets it, it's usually confirmed within a few minutes to even an hour maximum. Wow, but there's other altcoins where you're able to confirm within seconds. That person has the crypto, it's theirs as long as they keep track of the information. It's not a lot of information, it's not very difficult. If you have a lot of money, put it onto a cold wallet, that's it. You wait for it to grow, or if you need to use it later on, you're able to send it to wherever you want. That's it, that's your money. You have full control over it. You're able to do whatever you want with it. You can take it out whenever. You might even make more money off of it than keeping the US dollar right now, where it's probably going to get inflated because of these $1 trillion stimulus packages, the huge unemployment rates, and just everything's going to chaos right now. But today we're discussing the Bitcoin halving, which is coming up very, very soon. And currently Bitcoin is at $7,586. Let's reload that, see how it's doing. 75.69. The market cap is at $218.3 billion. It's up by a lot from 1 month ago. And there's some excitement with the Bitcoin halving, but there's also been a lot of pushback from the markets. There's been a lot of crazy news going on recently due to the pandemic, but oil was negative this week. That was weird as heck. There's an oil war going on, and that was futures contracts, but we're not going to be discussing that. It's just, I want you guys to know there's been a lot going on. There's been hundreds of small events and even larger events that have been impacting the price. The Dow Jones going up, everything has been impacting the price. People don't really trust the governments anymore, so there's more buyers. Some people might be using their stimulus paycheck to buy some Bitcoin. Whatever the case, Bitcoin is on the rise. Some people are predicting it's going to hit $10,000. Others are saying it's going to hit $9,000 within the next week. I'm not going to be making any predictions. We're just going to be talking about the Bitcoin block reward halving. So we have 16 days and 20 hours. Probably it's going to be 16 days for you guys when this is uploading or when you are watching. So let's roll the intro. And let's discuss, what is the Bitcoin block reward halving? So as of now, the block reward is 12.5 coins, and it's literally what it means. So for newcomers to Bitcoin, hello, maybe you just witnessed your stock portfolio get wiped out last month, and you're wondering to yourself, like, wow, this is bad. My retirement fund is screwed in the next 20 years. Taxes are going to go up. There's a huge crisis going on right now, where even though everything is probably going to get better within the next few months, but I'm still in lockdown, I'm still in quarantine. I'm literally in quarantine. I got tested at the hospital. And you're thinking to yourself, like, wow, okay, so there's chaos. I want to protect some of my assets. I'm going to buy some gold. I'm going to buy some crypto. I'm going to maybe invest in real estate. And you're new to crypto. You're like, what is this Bitcoin block reward halving? A lot of people are talking about it. So it is revolving around mining. And miners are very, very important, although I don't recommend personally mining unless you're a giant mining corporation. But we can do a video on that topic later. Miners mine Bitcoin every single day, and that's what keeps Bitcoin running. Over time, it's going to get rarer because you're going to have less and less Bitcoin that's going to get mined. We're approaching, Bitcoin is finite. We're approaching, it's not going to be anytime soon, but every single day we're getting closer to the day that there's not going to be any more Bitcoin left to mine. As of now, the Bitcoin mining reward is 12.5 coins per block that they mine, and it's going to decrease to 6.25 coins per block post halving. And then 4 years from now, it's going to go from 6.25 to 3. It's going to keep going in half every single time. So after every 210,000 blocks are mined, that's approximately 4 years. That's when the halving happens. At the very beginning, it was 50, then it went down to 25, now it went down to 12.5, and now it's going to be 6.25. Why was this done? Bitcoin was designed as a deflationary currency like gold. The premise is that over time, the issuance of Bitcoins will decrease and thus become scarcer over time. So unlike the US dollar, where there's going to be inflation, there's inflation every single year, and there's certain things that are going on that could influence the price of USD. Like right now, there's a lot of these events. Bitcoin can be used as a hedge against against inflation. So predictable monetary supply, we see the blocks thousands, and we see the inflation rate annualized, and we see that by the year 2037, everything's going up. Yeah, great. Okay. It doesn't guarantee that the Bitcoin price is going to go up, but it's going towards that route, because what's weird is usually the price of Bitcoin doesn't go up immediately after the halving. What happens is it goes up right before it because people are excited. They don't know what's going to happen, but you kind of can predict because of the past. Who controls the issuance of Bitcoin? So there's a total, it's finite. There's 21 million Bitcoins that are ever going to be produced. There's a target of 10-minute block intervals for all the miners out there. A halving event occurs around every 210,000 blocks, and the block reward will eventually reach zero approximately by the year 2140. So like I said, it's not anytime soon, but we're approaching it closer every single day. Past halving price performance, as we can see, it's usually gone up, right? And you see that the first halving, the second halving, and it goes up right before the halving. And then you have some time. It's not like it goes up immediately after, and then you have some time. You know, it takes some weeks, takes some months, and then generally it has an uptrend. So current statistics, there's total Bitcoins in circulation, 18.344 million out of 21 million. So that's 87.35%. And it's going to be getting closer and closer and closer, and these Bitcoins should be getting more and more valuable as time goes on. Where currently there's 1,800 Bitcoins being generated every day. So as you can see, the difficulty right now is crazy. It's 15,958,652,328,578 with a hash rate of 101.7 exahashes. And like I said, mining isn't the best idea if you have just one computer and that's it, because you're going to blow up your computer. You're going to use a lot of electricity, and you're betting against the price of Bitcoin alongside all of these other external events. You're betting alongside these companies that are paying hundreds of millions of dollars to make sure that they have the best locations, just warehouses, lots of cooling fans, the latest equipment. They're constantly rotating through this equipment every few weeks or months, and the difficulty is going to go up and up and up. So it doesn't make sense. There's other altcoins that you could mine, and cloud mining is kind of a scam, but you could just bet against the price of Bitcoin, like most traders do. The next, Bitcoin halving. So sometimes less is more. That's a tenet of modern design, but it's also a central belief of many in the decentralized crypto community. Throughout the BTC world, in Twitter threads, on crypto news websites, and in private Telegram and Discord channels, conversation almost invariably turns to one topic: the May halving. Less Bitcoin being produced may mean greater demand and higher prices, but to understand just why the community at large is thrilled, we need to take a look at Bitcoin's history. So it was developed by Satoshi Nakamoto in 2009, and any off-the-shelf computer can mine and run a decent chance of winning the 50 BTC block reward. This has lessened over time because the difficulty has gone up. You've got these giant corporations now with the best equipment. You're not going to get that equipment before you even get it because you're ordering it from China. You know, it's going to be old already. Doesn't make sense. Bitcoin has halved twice before, in 2012 and 2016. When the 2020 halving occurs, the reward for successfully, no, we already discussed that. The last halving in 2016 led to major increases in Bitcoin's price, but not everyone is sure that the 2020 halving will inspire similar market adjustments. When the first halving took place in November 2012, Bitcoin was a lesser known asset class. Few people outside the programming, tech, and cryptography worlds had ever heard of it. The May halving will be very different. While cryptocurrency may not be widely understood by the general public, it's now widely acknowledged and covered by journalists and reporters around the world. News of the halving, even if its exact significance might remain unclear to casual observers, has the potential to draw new people into the world of crypto and blockchain and all these events that are going on right now. While the halving may persuade some users to take the plunge, others in Bitcoin might find that the new rules don't suit them, so some people might give up mining. Miners might see the price of Bitcoin appreciate, which is something they're likely to welcome, but there are doubts about whether the theoretical increase in price can match the expected doubling in mining costs. In particular, for miners that run higher electricity costs and those running outdated mining equipment, the mining break-even costs could reach as high as $600 to $13,000. So if Bitcoin is worth $7,000, they're losing a lot of money every single day that they're running it. So they're not only betting the price against Bitcoin, but they're betting against their equipment, their electricity, all of these costs. So the higher costs might force a lot of miners out of the market. While new miners may be faster and more efficient, driving mining firms to invest in new devices such as mining rigs will actually add additional costs, as new mining rigs are expensive and scarce. And that scarcity might not be intentional. There are concerns that coronavirus could break the mining rig supply chain. Although a lot of people are saying that the logistics and everything everything is working right now. Who knows? I mean, a lot of countries are still in lockdown for the next few months. It's not going to return to normal, at least until the summertime for many important areas of the world. Halvings are hard enough to prepare for without the complication of a pandemic. The coronavirus may make the forthcoming event even more tumultuous than usual. Even those in the crypto community who do not hold Bitcoin find themselves involved in debates about the effects of a halving event on price. As Bitcoin grows ever more scarce, especially if this growing scarcity creates a price increase, security grows ever more important for people looking to hold or to transact. The next halving will take place on May 12th, the exact impact of which, immediate or long term, cannot be accurately predicted, even after considering the examples of the last two halvings. So some people are saying to sell, other people are saying to hold. And honestly, if you have a lot, if you're able to hold on to it. If you got to pay your bills, if you're low on money, I'd say sell. You're able to sell for a higher price, and you're always able to buy back in later when your situation is better. Because if you're freaking out about money right now, what happens if you're forced to panic sell immediately and you're not going to be able to get a good price, or even worse, you get scammed while selling it because you're panicking, you're not prepared, you don't know how to exactly pay the bills, you get behind and you get into some debts. So if you're not able to invest right now, don't worry. The halving, it might not increase the price. Obviously, it's going to drag a lot of attention into the Bitcoin world. But either way, it's going to still continue growing. So did 2016 Bitcoin halving event affect the price? Yes. But was that the sole reason in 2017 Bitcoin launched into the skies for 20,000? No. There's a lot of other events going on. So if you're not able to make it, no worries. It's still going to happen without you. And there's still going to be a lot of events for you to buy back in. Or if you have none, it might be a good time to start looking when to currently purchase Bitcoin and hold on to it if you're able to. Anyways, let me know about your thoughts on the Bitcoin block halving, which is happening in, by the time you watch this, 16 days. Share your opinion down below, whether you're holding Bitcoin, what you're going to be doing with this on May 12th, whether you're excited, whether you really don't care, how you're doing, and we shall see you guys in the next video. So thanks so much for watching. My name is Michael Kubera, and see you guys. Bye.